Okay, so I'm gonna go. I think I had the coronavirus in January. I've not been tested. I'm gonna go over my symptoms and tell you why I think it was the coronavirus. So in January, I got sick, and I had two different batches of sickness for about 3 weeks. First sickness was just I thought I had a sinus infection. I never had anything in my chest, so I didn't think it was bronchitis or something like that. But I would just cough incessantly. I'd have to blow my nose in like every half hour or whatever. Couldn't really sleep at all because I would start stuffing up and I couldn't breathe. Couldn't put a CPAP on because I would start coughing. Like it was just this never-ending cycle for about 7 to 10 days. Then I felt decent that we'll say 10th, 11th day, and I was like, cool. I feel good enough. I'm gonna go work out, so I'm gonna go do leg day. And then later on that evening, I got sick again. I was like fever, chills. I think fever is technically classified as 100.9, and I think my temp was about 100.1. So not technically a fever, but we'll just call it low grade fever. And during this time, I was supposed to go see my girlfriend, and let's say it's Friday, and I'm supposed to drive in on Saturday morning. And I call Friday, and I'm like, I'm not feeling good. I may not come in on Saturday. And she's thinking that, oh, you're just bullshitting. You just don't want to drive in or whatever. You're just making excuses. But she had also stated, I'm starting to feel kind of weird too. So wake up Saturday morning, I'm full on sick with sinus, sore throat, ears plugged off, the whole deal. And she also got sick on Saturday. So 7 to 10 days, sort of a half day break, and then 7 to 10 more days of sickness. And again, these are rough estimates. Her sickness didn't last as long as mine did. So her illness lasted, let's say, 14 to 17 days, if mine lasted 17 to 22 days, somewhere in that range. But I will tell you that I coughed incessantly. And once I started coughing, I would start gagging. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been punched in the nose, but you know how watery your eyes get. That's like I would have tears running down my face because I was coughing so hard that it was just causing I guess, a teary response. Um, and I had to be careful also as well because if I ate anything, if I ate too much and I started coughing, I would gag so much that I would throw it right back up. So anyway, so why do I think I had the coronavirus even though I've not been tested? Um, so my girlfriend, her illness was a couple days shorter, but she went to the doctor and she got don't. I'm sorry if this is wrong. She got put on Z-Pack. She got an antibiotic because they had actually, and this is why I think I have had the coronavirus. She got tested for strep. She got tested for flu. She tested negative for both of them, and they were like, "Well, you must have bronchitis," even though she didn't have. It was all up here, neck up. It wasn't in the chest. Um, because at that time I don't think the coronavirus was announced until March, right? But yeah, they couldn't figure out what she had, and so again, I think it was coronavirus. But here's the anecdotal stuff, which is juicy, and also another anecdotal thing that yes, she did take a couple of things, but as far as I've read, there is again a hypothesis that viruses because there's that running joke why do men have the same sickness that women do but they just like oh I'm so tired and the woman's like cooking cleaning like yeah that's nice bitch I'm sick too but get your ass out of bed but there's that aspect of it. The other aspect of it is oh power's going to go, storm's coming. The other aspect is that she is blood type A positive and I am blood type A negative. And again, there's another hypothesis where the blood types, the type A is more susceptible to this virus, and I think O negative, O positive is less susceptible and less severe symptoms. I haven't heard anything on B or AB types if there's any variation, but it would be interesting if that ends up being true. But those are my thoughts and my anecdotal stuff. Feel free to ask questions and comment. It was a good 3 weeks. I have a pulse ox that measures your blood oxygenation and your heart rate. And I kind of wish I would have put it on my finger just to see, because a lot of people will present. So acceptable oxygen ranges are, we'll just say 90 to 100%. But a lot of COVID patients will be talking to you, not necessarily short of breath, and their oxygen would read, I've heard stories, I've never seen it, like 80 to 85%, and not have any lung disease or any issues that would make that a normal or a semi less scary thing. Like, oh, you've got COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, but your sats are a little low, but you're also sick. Oh, this isn't that unusual. These were fairly healthy individuals. But anyway, I wished I would have checked my finger just to see, because it would I could have just saw my face if it said like 85%. I was like, what the hell? And start switching fingers just to see. But anyway, that was my potential COVID experience. Thanks for listening.